Welcome aboard, fellow maritime enthusiasts. Today we embark on a voyage into the intricate world of ship accidents, particularly those occurring during pilotage operations. As vessels navigate through bustling ports and narrow channels, the risk amplifies, demanding utmost precision and expertise from pilots and ship crew. Pilotage, the art of guiding ships through challenging waters. It's a critical aspect of maritime navigation, however, it's also a phase where accidents can unfold with devastating consequences. Let's delve deeper into the type of ships involved, the common pitfalls encountered during pilotage. From massive container ships to nimble oil tankers, each vessel presents unique challenges during pilotage. Container ships towering over the seas with their colossal frames demanding meticulous maneuvers to avoid collisions with other ships and port infrastructures. Navigating those behemoths through congested waters require not only skills, but also effective communication between pilots, shipmasters, and port authorities. Oil tankers, on the other hand, carry the lifeblood of global economy, but pose a significant environment risk if mishandled. Maneuvering those vessels safely demands precise control to prevent grounding or oil spill. Despite advancement in technology, human error remains a prominent factor in ship accidents during pilotage. Fatigue, miscommunication, and complacency can escalate seemingly routine maneuvers into disasters. Groundings, collisions, and elisions are among those most prevalent accidents during pilotage. Groundings occur when vessels run aground due to navigational error or equipment failure, often resulting in costly damage in both the ship and environment. Collisions, while less frequent, can have catastrophic consequences, endangering lives and causing extensive damage to ship and infrastructures. Pilot error, ranging from misjudging distances to overlooking navigational hazards, can compound the risk during pilotage operation. Inexperienced pilots or those unfamiliar with the local conditions are particularly susceptible to those pitfalls. Training and experience are paramount in mitigating those risks associated with the pilotage accidents. Rigorous training programs and ongoing professional development ensuring that pilots possess the skills and knowledge needed to navigate safely in diverse environments. Furthermore, effective communication and collaboration between pilots, ship crew, and shore-based authorities are essential for safe and efficient pilotage operation. In conclusion, ship accident during pilotage underscores the complex nature of maritime navigation. By understanding the challenges involved and prioritizing the safety measures, we can navigate the seas with confidence and minimize the risk inherent in this vital aspect of the global trade. Before we delve into ship accident during pilotage, let's familiarize ourselves with the main types of ships navigating our seas. Ships excluding military vessels primarily fall into two categories: passenger ships and cargo ships. Passenger ships accommodating more than 12 passengers alongside the crew members encompass a diverse range of vessels. It's worth noting that any ship, regardless of its original purpose, can become a passenger ship if it carries more than 12 individuals for any reason. On the other hand, cargo ships form backbone of global trade, transporting goods across the vast distances. Within this category, we encounter specialized vessels designed to carry specific types of cargo. General cargo ships serve as a versatile workhorse capable of transporting a wide array of goods. However, the advent of containerization revolutionized maritime trade, giving rise to container ships. Container ships, with their distinctive stacks of intermodal containers, streamline the movement of goods across the world's oceans, representing a cornerstone of modern logistics. Tankers, meanwhile, specialize in transporting liquid products and gases. From oil tankers to chemical tankers and gas carriers, these vessels play a crucial role in the global energy and chemical industry. Bulk carriers or bulkers are tailored for transporting unbagged bulk cargo, such as grain, coals, and ore. Their evaluation over these has been driven by economic forces, leading to larger and more sophisticated ships. Roll-on, roll-off ships, RORO ships. Those cater to wheeled cargo, facilitating the seamless loading and unloading of vehicles via ramps. Despite their convenience, RORO vessels have faced security due design concern emphasizing the importance of stability in maritime engineering. Additionally, there are more common types of cargo ships and service ships, like reefer ships, fishing ships, high-speed craft, livestock, dredgers, tugboat, and supply boats. Now, let's shift our focus from ship design cases. Factors such as windage area, draft, and ship particulars significantly influence the vessel's stability and maneuvering capabilities. Draft, the submerged portion of the ship's hull, plays a pivotal role in determining how a vessel interacts with the water. Understanding draft is essential for pilots and ship masters, as it directly impacts ship's ability to navigate safely in varying water depths. In a sense, navigating the seas requires a nuanced understanding of ship types, design principles, and operational challenges. By unrevealing those complexities, we gain invaluable insight into the world of maritime navigation safety. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ship accidents during pilotage. Stay tuned for more insights into fascinating world of maritime operations. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.